Oh sweetheart, that dress looks homemade, my sister laughed, loud enough for 3 rows of parents to hear. My daughter's smile dropped. Mom, she whispered, gripping my hand. My sister leaned closer. Did you really think she'd win anything dressed like that? Then the principal walked straight toward us and said, Mrs. Whitmore? I need you both in my office. Now. My name is Danny, and I'm 38 years old. I'm a public school librarian, a single mom, and the kind of woman people describe as quiet but dependable. I've never been flashy. I don't drive a luxury car. I shop sales. I fix things instead of replacing them. My sister, on the other hand, has always been the one they praised. The polished one. The favorite. The one who married well and never misses a chance to remind us. Since my divorce 5 years ago, family gatherings have felt like silent competitions I never signed up for. My 12-year-old daughter, Ava, is my whole world. She's bright, creative, sensitive, and painfully aware when someone looks down on her. I raised her with thrift store finds and library books, teaching her to value stories over status. My sister's barbs stung over the years, like the time she scoffed at Ava's handmade birthday card, calling it cute for her age. I swallowed it then, as always. But deep down, I tracked every slight, every whisper. I wasn't rich or glamorous. But I had something they didn't expect. I had patience. I had receipts. And I had been paying attention for a long time that if you've ever felt judged because you don't have as much money or status as someone else, hit that subscribe button. Have you ever watched someone underestimate your child? Share your story in the comments. Click hype if you believe quiet strength is still strength. Let's get into it. Graduation day filled the middle school auditorium with proud families. Cameras flashed everywhere. Kids fidgeted in seats, hearts pounding. The air smelled of fresh flowers from centerpieces and nervous sweat under stiff collars. Ava wore a simple blue dress we found on clearance. She loved it. It makes me feel like the sky before a storm, she said that morning, twirling in our kitchen. Her eyes sparkled. My sister arrived late, of course. Loud heels clicked on the floor. She dripped in designer labels, her perfume sharp and overpowering. Chloe, her daughter, wore a custom gown that screamed money. Right away, my sister eyed Ava. Look at Chloe's dress. Real quality. Yours is, sweet. Ava's cheeks flushed. I squeezed her hand. During the award ceremony, names echoed over the speakers. Then, Ava Harper, Creative Writing Recognition Award. Ava stood tall. She walked to the stage. Pride swelled in my chest. But my sister whispered loud enough for nearby rows to hear. Must be a pity award. They give those to everyone now. Heads turned. Ava heard it. Her shoulders stiffened mid-step. She grabbed her certificate quick and returned. The crowd clapped polite. After, as families mingled, my sister struck again. Publicly. Oh sweetheart, that dress looks homemade. Laughter rippled from 3 rows of parents. Then she added, maybe next year she'll try something more realistic than writing. Ava's face crumpled. Tears welled fast. She bolted to the restroom. Sobs echoed faintly down the hall. I chased after. That's when the principal approached, face serious, tie straight. Mrs. Whitmore? I need you both in my office. Now. My sister smirked beside me. Oh wow, Danny. What did she do? Heat rose in my throat, but I stayed silent. The weight of eyes followed us out. Whispers buzzed like flies that I in the hallway. My sister leaned in close. Her breath smelled of mint gum. Don't make this dramatic. I was joking. She rolled her eyes. Tried to frame me as too sensitive. You always overreact. My parents hovered nearby. They sided with her quick. She didn't mean it like that. Lighten up, Danny. Their words hung heavy, bitter in the stale air. I felt that old ache twist deeper. Later that evening, my phone buzzed non-stop. My sister posted graduation photos online. She cropped Ava out of every group shot. Caption read, "So proud of Chloe for shining today." Friends commented hearts and praise. Ava peeked over my shoulder. Her voice cracked small. "Did I do something wrong, Mom?" I hugged her tight. The screen glow hurt my eyes. Then the call came private. My sister's voice dripped fake concern. "Look, I'll talk to the principal. I'll say you misunderstood me." She paused sly. "If you push this, it'll make Ava the problem child. Everyone will see." Chills ran down my spine. I saw the pattern clear now. She wasn't just mocking. She shaped narratives like clay. Twisted truth to fit her shine. Family texts piled up. Relatives echoed her. Danny's too thin-skinned. The exclusion stung worst. No invites to post-grad dinner. Just silence from those I loved. I paced our quiet living room. The clock ticked loud, mocking my racing thoughts. Nights blurred into doubt. But instead of reacting emotional, I stayed calm. Because what she didn't know was I had something she would never see coming. Patience built like a storm. Receipts waited in folders. Truth simmered patient. Her confidence blinded her. She texted smug. "This blows over. You'll see." I didn't reply. The game shifted slow. What they didn't know was Ava's love for writing didn't come from nowhere. For 2 years, I helped her submit short stories online under a pen name. Quiet nights at our kitchen table, pencils scratching paper, her words flowed magic. I run a modest parenting blog on the side. Nothing viral. Nothing flashy. Just honest tips for moms like me. But one anonymous youth writing account gained eyes. Publishers reached out cautious. Emails piled secret. I hadn't told family. Didn't want their noise drown it. The school district partnered quiet with a regional children's publisher. They scouted young writers for real. The principal overheard my sister's comments sharp. He knew Ava's pen name. Recognition brewed behind scenes. Her story touched judges national. I had a plan they never saw coming. Folders full of drafts. Emails from editors. Proof of talent pure. My sister chased status. I built quiet power. My ally was Mrs. Bennett, the retired English professor who volunteers at our library's writing club. Her voice carried wisdom like aged oak. Sharp eyes missed nothing. She mentored Ava quiet for months. Story critiques over tea, the steam rising warm in our library nook. When I texted her about the humiliation, her reply came fast. "Bring the portfolio. It's time." Meanwhile, my sister bragged to relatives. The principal meeting? Probably discipline for that girl. Laughter on the line. My parents avoided eye contact at dinner. Assumed the worst about me. Whispers spread. Danny's kid in trouble again. Mrs. Bennett gripped my arm firm. They need context. Full truth. She offered to attend the follow-up meeting next morning. The library smelled of old pages that night as we prepped. Papers rustled. Ava practiced her words soft. Family grew cocky. Convinced this ended in our embarrassment. Texts flew. "Handle it quiet, Danny." But this time, I wasn't walking in alone. Wasn't unprepared. Mrs. Bennet's briefcase clicked shut decisive. We bring facts. Let them speak. Tension coiled tight. Air thick with unsaid bets. They underestimated us still. The principal's office felt stuffy. Wooden desk gleamed under fluorescent hum. Principal sat straight. Vice principal beside him, notepad ready. Me, Ava small in her chair, my sister who insisted on joining, and Mrs. Bennet calm as stone. Door clicked shut. The principal began even. Yesterday's comments got reported by multiple parents. My sister laughed nervous. It was harmless fun. Mrs. Bennet placed the printed manuscript down firm. Pages thumped solid. Silence cut sharp. The principal smiled at Ava. We reviewed anonymous submissions for the district's Young Authors Initiative. He revealed her pen name clear. Your story got selected for publication in a regional anthology. Jaws dropped. Her work stood out nationally, he added cold. Publishers praised it unique. My sister's face drained white. Wait. That's her. Voice cracked thin. The principal turned direct to her. Publicly undermining a student at a school event breaks policy. Several parents filed formal complaints. Statements stacked on his desk. Her smirk vanished. Ava spoke soft but firm. I like writing. I don't think that's unrealistic. Words landed heavy. For once, my sister had no quick comeback. She shifted in her seat. Swept hair back shaky. Mrs. Bennet leaned forward assertive. Ava's portfolio proves talent real. Not pity. Emails from editors projected on screen. Recognition glowed bright. The office shifted. Power flipped instant. Not from yells. From truth cold and clear. They called us for shame. It became celebration. Ava's light burst free, undeniable. Sister stared floor. Defeated quiet. Vice principal nodded. Congratulations, Ava. We walked out tall. Truth won assertive. Ava's story published that summer. She read it at a community event. Confident. Smiling wide under stage lights. Crowd clapped real. My sister stopped her comments on realistic careers. Silence spoke volumes. Some relatives apologized quiet over coffee. Others stayed mute, eyes down. I realized you don't outshine to win. Stay steady. Truth surfaces slow but sure. Ava learned her voice mattered. Even when shrunk. I learned protecting her meant letting light speak. We didn't need revenge. Recognition healed deep. If someone has ever embarrassed you or your child in front of others, you know how deep that cuts. Share your story in the comments. Especially school or family events. Subscribe to stand with quiet strength. Click hype to reach others humiliated needing hope. Your story has power. If you felt a connection to mine, please subscribe and share your journey in the comments. Every hype empowers someone else. Thank you for being here and listening.